Hey there, Amanda from the Happy Homestead. Today is the first day of the Three Rivers Challenge, and my goal is to take you along on our dinners 5 to 6 nights per week. We'll see how it goes, and show you how we're using the food that we've grown, that we've canned, we've froze, we've dehydrated, that we've purchased, and making it work for us so that we're spending $0 in the month of January. So today, New Year's Day, we are having black-eyed peas, kale from the garden, black-eyed peas that are dried in our pantry, and then ham, leftover ham that we have in our fridge. And then I have some einkorn sourdough bread that I made the other day. We'll probably just have some bread with it as well. And I have sauerkraut that we made a couple of months ago from 40 pounds of cabbage that I purchased back in October. You can see that video. And so we might add some sauerkraut to our meal as well. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna start putting some things together in the Instant Pot and get it cooking, and I'll show you what we're doing. So the goal here is to not really do like a tutorial on every meal 5 or 6 nights a week for the next 4 to 8 weeks, right? I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna kind of quickly and briefly show you what we're doing every night. So I won't even show you this whole process, but I'm going to show you a little bit how I'm going to get this started, and then I'll show you the final result. So tonight, like I had mentioned, the Instant Pot. So I am just chopping up some garlic, onion, and celery, and I'm going to get that sauteed in a little bit of avocado oil. And then I'll add some spices, some seasoning. I won't add the kale until the very end. And then I'll add the black-eyed peas as well as some chicken stock. And get it cooking. The ham I am actually going to do on the stovetop. It's already cooked, right? But I'm gonna kind of brown it a bit on the stovetop, and I won't add that until the end as well. I'm not gonna put the ham in the Instant Pot. All right, so let me get this going. Like I said, I'm going to get this all chopped up, get it in here sauteing with some avocado oil. I'm going to heat up and brown my ham on the stovetop. And I'll get our herbs and spices in here once this is sauteed, and then I'll add the black-eyed peas and chicken stock, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. I'm going to put some here. And then a piece of bread. And I'm going to take 1 piece of bacon and just kind of crumble it for a little crunch. And this is some of our sauerkraut. It's got some spice and seasoning in it, but just add a little there. And I found these in the fridge. These are some of our dilly beans. I think these are from our garden. They're fermented dilly beans. So I'm just going to add a couple here. And there you go. Nighty night. That's night 1. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey there. It is January 2nd. I'm getting dinner ready. So I've already got half of a large onion sauteing in some avocado oil in the Instant Pot. And now I am mincing and chopping 3 cloves of garlic. I have a pound of ground beef from our freezer. It's thawed, obviously. But it's a pound of ground beef from a local farm that pastures all of their cattle, grass-fed. And I'm going to get this garlic sauteing, and then I'm going to add the meat and brown the meat. And I have 1 pint of barbecue sauce that I did back in August during the Everything Counts challenge. So we are going to have a sloppy joe with the barbecue sauce and the meat. And you're gonna so you're gonna break the meat up just like this using this. You're gonna break it up. Can you do that? Can I help you? Okay. We're just gonna break it up and brown the meat. Okay, I added a carrot in also, because why not? And now I'm gonna add our sauce in. Do you want to pour the sauce in?
Yes! And this is a kale chip.
Yes, you're eating a kale chip. Okay, good job, Harper. Do you want to pour this in?
Uh-huh.
Okay, pour it in. Hurry up. Good, thank you.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Mama.
Okay, stop. So while this is simmering, I'm gonna turn it off saute.
You mean cooking?
And just keep warm. I'll go get the French fries in the oven and get our salad put together. So dinner is ready. So we've got our sloppy joe with hamburger buns, French fries, and our salad is some salad greens I found in the fridge, carrots, some sauerkraut, hot peppers, olives, mushrooms from our garden, and I put a fire cider dressing on it. So, bon appetit! Hey there, night 3, January 3rd. Tonight we are having pan-seared salmon, roasted broccoli, and a mushroom risotto, a wild mushroom risotto. So I have a lot of mushrooms. I've got oyster mushrooms that my husband and my son foraged off of a tree in the woods yesterday. And I have a lot of homegrown shiitake mushrooms. If you haven't seen how we grow our own shiitakes, I'll link a video above and you can learn all about that. But that's what I want to get going first, kind of get this all prepped before I start cooking it. The broccoli just goes in the oven on a sheet pan, and then the salmon I'm searing in a pan with a little bit of oil and some homemade pesto. I forgot I took out 4 ice cubes of homemade pesto from this past summer to thaw, and we'll use that on there as well. So we've got our wild mushroom risotto made with a quart of chicken stock that we canned, wild foraged oyster mushrooms, as well as the homegrown shiitakes, salmon that we had in our freezer with homemade pesto from our garden, and then broccoli that was frozen and then we roasted. Day 4, 3 Rivers Challenge, January 4th. Here's what we're making for dinner. I pulled out a bunch of things from the refrigerator and the pantry, and last night I pulled out a pound of ground venison. This is venison deer from a deer that my husband hunted and got last fall, so we're very grateful for that. So we're making a chili with the deer meat. So I've got carrots, celery, garlic, and onion, and then I found a jar of corn tomato salsa that I canned last summer in the refrigerator. There's so little left, so I'm just going to add that into the chili. I also found a small jar of hot pepper jelly, and I thought, why not? I don't know what else we're going to use it for. I think it was open from the holidays and hors d'oeuvres, but I'm going to add that into the chili. We have black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, And then I have 1 quart of home canned crushed tomatoes and 1 quart of home canned tomato juice. So instead of using a chicken stock or water, I'm just going to use this. I'm basically going to start with browning the meat on the stove, and I'll probably saute the veggies in a little bit of oil in the Instant Pot, and then I'll add everything else in and cook it on pressure. So while the meat is browning, I'm going to get my vegetables chopped so they can start sauteing in the Instant Pot. Okay, I'm just going to add our spices. I just added a little dehydrated onion. Now is cumin, oregano, chili powder, a little smoked paprika, ground coriander, and then the last thing I like to add is this certified organic cacao chili powder from Mountain Rose Herbs. It is so good. I just add a little bit, but it really intensifies the flavor. So 1 quart crushed tomatoes. One quart tomato juice. The rest of that salsa. The pepper jelly. I think the pepper jelly, this is the first time I'm adding pepper jelly into chili, but I think it's gonna add some really good flavor, sweet heat. And then I have 1/2 cup each of kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans. I also have some dehydrated cherry tomatoes from the garden, and I'm just going to add some of those too. And last but not least, our browned venison. Okay, and then I'm going to just cook this on the Instant Pot. Now, while the chili's in the Instant Pot, any respectable person making chili would obviously serve cornbread with it, right? Well, I never have, but I'm going to start doing that now. So we're gonna make some cornbread. I'm gonna take it from the recipe from Jill Winger from her Prairie Homestead book. It's called green chili cornbread. I'm not doing the chilies, I'm omitting the chilies and just making some cornbread. So dinner is done. The chili was in the Instant Pot. I've got the cornbread. I just put a little bit of shredded cheese on top of our chili. It looks and smells delicious. So,
Hi.
night 4, Cole.
Yes.
No spending. High five.
And we've done amazing.
Yes, we have. All right.
Food is amazing.
See you tomorrow. January 5th, day 5. I'm gonna get dinner just started. Tonight we are having Thanksgiving turkey sandwiches. So we have some leftover turkey from our Thanksgiving turkey that I vacuum sealed and froze. I took a package out last night, so it's thawed. And I've got some pecans here. I'm going to roast them, or toast them rather, in the oven at about 375, just until they're nice and brown and they taste good. By the way, if you ever put nuts in any kind of salad or sandwich, toast them first. It makes all the difference. So it's gonna be the turkey, some mayonnaise, celery, some dried cranberries, some pecans, and then I make that into like a chicken salad, but a Thanksgiving turkey salad. And I'm gonna make some pita bread, and we're gonna have sandwiches tonight with some fermented carrots. Pretty simple. Marley, do you want a piece of turkey? Want a piece? Okay. Yeah, so this is all the turkey from our Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna roughly start chopping. It's about 1 1/3 pound. So plenty enough for dinner and hopefully enough for lunches. As you've noticed, we always do leftovers. Well, maybe you didn't notice if you're not following our Instagram, but on the Instagram, I'm posting what we're doing for breakfast every day and what we're doing for lunch and dinner every day. But these videos are just highlighting the dinners. But lunch is every day for the kids and I, well, the kids specifically, is leftovers. For my husband, it's usually the leftovers. If there's any left over for me, then I have some. Otherwise, I just find something here in the house to eat. So hopefully this will provide enough leftovers. It essentially makes 8 meals, right? There's 4 of us and we try to get 2 meals each. So I'm just gonna get everything chopped up and mixed in the bowl. Oh, those smell so good. They're beautifully brown and toasted. Salt, pepper, a little bit of sage, dried sage, and a handful of, maybe a teaspoon of dried tarragon. So I have our turkey salad made, but I did not have time to make the pita bread. Oh well. So instead, we are going to have our turkey salad with pretzels as like a dip. And then what else do we have?
It's either regular pickles or fermented pickles.
These are good. But these are dill regular pickles that Mommy canned back in July. And then what are these?
I know what those are.
What?
Fermented carrots.
Fermented carrots. So we're just gonna have like a little snacky type dinner with the pretzels, the turkey salad, pickles, and carrots. So
it's kind of like a breakfast. But instead without that, that's not a breakfast.
yeah, well, yeah, whatever. To each his own.
Yeah, I like food.
All right, see you tomorrow. Day 6, January 6th, and I'm gonna get dinner started. It's been a pretty busy day today, and I need a quick and easy dinner, so we are going to have spaghetti and meatballs. Simple, filling, but delicious. I am gonna cut up an onion, some garlic, saute that in a little bit of olive oil in the Instant Pot, and then I'm going to add sauce, dehydrated mushrooms, dehydrated carrots, and dehydrated zucchini, and then just kind of leave that cooking on slow cook for a couple of hours until we eat, to really help rehydrate those dried vegetables. the pasta I will cook separate on the stovetop, and then I have some frozen meatballs that I had made a couple of weeks ago, and then I will add them into the oven and then eventually into the sauce. So I'm gonna get this going. So the garlic and the onion are in the olive oil, just starting to heat up and saute in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna be using 2 jars of this marinara. Now, I bought this on my last Azure order, which you can see with the link above. But this is 24 ounces of organic marinara pasta sauce. There's no added sugars. It's pretty low in calories. It's just a really simple kind of a marinara. So we're gonna be using 2 of these jars. Here are my frozen meatballs. I've got 23 of them. Hopefully that's enough for 7 to 8 meals. We'll see. I'm finding that the last couple of nights, there has not been as many leftovers for me and my husband. There's always leftovers for the kids. They take precedent. But for me and my husband, not so much. Me, no big deal. I work from home, so I can find something to eat. But he's out, and I'm trying to prevent him from getting stranded in a situation where he has to go buy food. So these are dehydrated zucchini chips from last summer's garden. So I'm gonna add some of those in there to get some more veggies. And then dehydrated carrots. Just want to get these used up and out of the pantry. So I'll probably use some of these as well. And then if you've seen any of my videos, you know that we grow our own shiitake mushrooms, and I have a lot of dried shiitakes. So I'm gonna add a bunch of them into the sauce as well. For noodles, I have about a half a bag here of homemade egg fettuccine. I can't remember when I made this, but it's been in the freezer. So I just took it out this morning. We're gonna cook those noodles up, get that out of the freezer. I have the smallest amount of pasta left in this box, which is just organic whole wheat spaghetti. So then I have one more brand new box that we'll probably have to get into. So everything in the sauce is just gonna simmer for a couple of hours. I'm gonna cook, like I said, the pasta on the stovetop like you normally would. And the meatballs I'll bake in the oven and then throw them in the sauce once they're heated through. So I'll show you when it's all plated up. So the pasta is cooked, the sauce is done. The meatballs are cooked. My whole family is here. My husband is here. That's the other hand. He's gonna try to be funny. I had every intention on making a Caesar salad with this too, and I totally forgot to do that. So.
Do we have garlic bread for it?
Well, we don't have garlic bread either.
I forgot garlic bread?
I am so sorry. I mean, just so sorry.
Where is my plate? Is this my plate?
Yes.
I need more spaghetti sauce.
Well, you're going to start with that, and then we'll see how it goes.
That's really tiny. I like more spaghetti. Spaghetti's really yummy. Meatballs! Meatballs!
Does everybody want a little cheese?
Cheese!
Oh my goodness.
I will eat a cheese ball if you put a cheese ball in me.
Your plating technique is on point.
Oh, gee, thanks. All right, day 6 in the books. It's Friday, January 7th. Whoop, whoop. So, celebrating, not only because it's Friday, it's Pizza Friday. Every Friday we make our own pizzas. It's just an easy, fun way to have dinner done without too much effort on my part, and the kids love it. And also because it's day 7, the first week of the 3 Rivers Challenge is complete. Well, it will be once we eat dinner, but it's complete. So I'm really excited about that. At the end of every week, I will let you guys know how we did. Did we succeed? Did we spend any money? I'm happy to report we spent $0 on food for these first 7 days of the challenge. So stoked about that. So I've already got my pizza doughs made. I don't even know when I made them, October, November. I make them in a bulk amount a few times a year, and then I just freeze them. And so then I just pull out 2 every Friday. We usually do 2 pizzas, and as I run low, then I'll make another batch. And so I'm just gonna roll this out. I pre-bake it on a stone just so it doesn't get too soggy once I put all the toppings on. I've done a lot of trial and error with this, and I find that if I pre-bake the crust a little bit on the stone, pizza stone, and then put our toppings and put it back in, it's a much crispier crust. I have 2 pizza stones. One is rectangle and one is a circle. So you'll see me roll out 2 shapes.
This is for you.
It's for Harper?
This one is.
It's from Harper?
It's for Harper.
That's not what I thought you were buying.
I bought her a whole bunch of different stuff.
Oh, you gotta put it on her, around her neck first.
You're at it.
Hey Cole, we gotta get you some sweatpants that actually fit you.
Pizzas are done. Barbecue sausage, margarita. High five, Harper. Now it's time to eat. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we've been doing over the last 7 days for dinners. If this is something that you are interested in continuing to see, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep this up for the next few weeks. Thanks. Stay healthy, stay well. Bye-bye.